It is committed to the transformation of the unequal gender relations in society and promoting networking among women and other partners based on mutual trust and respect for one another.
UONET was founded in 1993, and it was founded by national women's organizations then operating in Uganda. Despite the fact that there were a number of organizations operating then, most of the organizations found that there was a gap in terms of bringing them together, amplifying the issues that they're working on, networking. So they thought they needed an organization that would bring women's organizations together.
UONET recognizes that in order for its advocacy efforts to achieve the desired impact, networking is key and must be continually built and strengthened. Through networks, only then can the organization strengthen and have its advocacy skills enhanced.
So UONET's core mandate is to collect women's voices wherever they are, on whatever issues that they think should be taken to policy-making tables, and also take them downwards to the grassroots. So that's why UONET was formed. We have specific two core program areas. One is policy advocacy, information and research. Then the other is networking and capacity building. These two program areas are linked by our information technology and information sharing program. So in essence, we have two main programs. Then under those programs, each of them we have what we call projects.
Under the Governance and Democracy project, we are looking at enhancing women's participation in leadership and decision making. And at the grassroots, we are building the capacities of women leaders at Local Council 3 and Local Council 5 levels. And also we are looking at building the capacities of grassroots CBOs so that they can be able to advocate for the rights of women at the local level. And we hope that this will feed into our program at the national level.
The Networking Week was therefore organized for women in eastern and northern Uganda under the Networking and Capacity Building Program to put emphasis on the importance which UONET places on a collective voice and relationships among members which have to be nurtured to flourish. Participants who were drawn from districts of Amuria, Katakwi, Moroto and Abim converged with the women from Soroti district that are yet to benefit from the project. To enhance inclusiveness, collectiveness and involvement, participants who hailed from different women community-based organizations worked through group sessions which gave them an opportunity to share experiences and compare notes on the successes and challenges they face within their organizations and as members of their communities back home.
I'm Alungad Joyce. I joined politics in 2006. This is my second term in the council. In 2006, I headed the Committee of Health and Education. Apparently, I'm a member in the Works Committee, and I'm the chairperson of the Advocacy Committee. There was a committee which was set to look into the matter of revenue collection at the district and the district assets. Position where I am now, without UONET, I would not be at the district. UONET trained me as a woman leader. After that, in that training, I was able to get perfect in communication. My capacity was built on communication. Then I was able to improve on my campaign strategies. I was not able to package my campaign information well. When it taught me on how to dress while meeting the electorate. And actually, the most important thing was giving a feedback to the electorate. After the training, the women leaders orientation towards the elections, I had 4 contestants. I competed with 4 women in the primary elections, of which I was able to beat them. When I went through, I I was so happy that having got the information and the knowledge from UNET, these other four, good enough, were from the same party. The knowledge from UNET helped the other four who lost to me to remain with me in solidarity. In the council, I have spoken about women issues. I'm after gender budgeting. If the budget is not engendered, it is always my pleasure to rise up and talk. Also pertaining government programs like PRDP, NSAF2, NADS, and the guidelines. In most cases, find these guidelines are just brought from the central government. But it is my responsibility to stand up and speak for my women.
My name is Tony Akera. I'm the project coordinator for Abim Women Together in Development, abbreviated AWOTID. They started as a loose grouping without formal settings like constitution, structures like the board, and that kind of thing. But the whole idea was to address many of the challenges that were facing the district at that time. WONET came in 2009 and found a group. They were there actively doing a lot of things on the ground, but then structurally, like the board, constitution, the legal status was not there. And WONET wanted a group of that nature that they could partner with. And they easily identified Abim Women Together in Development as one of the groups they could work with. And they help, especially in capacity building, on issues of the constitution, issues of registration. They supported AWOTID by giving physical materials for reading. They rented a small room for AWOTID at the beginning. That made AWOTID became very visible in the district, such that the district leaders got interested, especially the RDC and the chairman LC5, plus other development partners also took notice because AWOTID was now visible. They had an office, they had meetings. It was all courtesy of WONET support. So other donors like Gold came in and supported AWOTID through funding for HIV/AIDS awareness campaign at a larger level, covering 2 sub-counties. But we want to believe that without WONET, AWOTID would not have even come out of the informal setting they were in.
I was able to benefit from the training of the candidate leaders in Amuria district, and I was one of the beneficiaries of the training. I must confess that this training gave me a lot of courage, because contesting for this position for a woman member of parliament is one of the issues that is very, very contentious. Sometimes you find friends even wondering, where do you get the money from? How do you manage it? But out of this training from WONET, I was able to build my confidence, and I ended up the struggle, although I didn't go through, but I must register it as one of my achievements to contest for that higher positions, which other women were not able to contest. I got a lot of knowledge through that training, which I'm still using for now, up to now. And also, besides that, WONET has exposed me to public speaking. I think I'm more confident.
I have learned a lot, whereby I have learned that we still have a lot to do. Although we are talking about girl-child education, we have been hearing that FAL education or adult education is going on, but I have discovered and learned that still at the grassroots or the communities, our colleague women are still low with education.
Group leaders got an opportunity to present to the entire meeting, where each group's ideas were probed, discussed and refined. Then each group later presented solutions to the challenges identified and charted the way forward. Women got a chance to reflect, as some of the group members organized drama skits in which they delivered messages on issues of domestic violence and child abuse. As it came to a close, Networking Week, which was organized with funding from Dan Church Aid, gave women a fresh understanding of women's issues and generated new ideas.
Those people at home at the grassroots there should be sensitized, especially on their rights, because the women are ignorant about their rights and also the law, because WONET has given us some literature on gender-based violence. There is a book on elections, and they have gone ahead to translate some of this literature, which will make it easy. Like when you're communicating with the people down there in the community, you can use the local language, Teso, in which a person can really understand something.
One first thing, we are going to form our group, the Soroti group. And we already had a name. And that name, we may modify it or what. So we are going to form our group. And then we plan on how to approach our colleague women in our communities in the municipality here, in Soroti district here. And that is one thing. Then we shall plan on how we can call for support, like those groups that can help us train in various skills, in various approaches, like say food security. So we shall use our group as a voice to approach various organizations, offices, and individuals who have other knowledge that we don't have.